Good morning, folks. My name is Curtis Chandler, and I am president here at PFL. We hope that everyone had a fantastic weekend. The Dow closed higher on Friday of last week and higher 837.16 points week over week. The S&P 500 closed higher on Friday of last week and higher 94.89 points week over week. The Nasdaq closed lower on Friday of last week, but higher 184.54 points week over week. In overnight trading, Dow futures traded higher and are expected to open up 28 points from Friday's close. Oil prices settled lower on Friday of last week, but slightly higher week over week. WTI traded down $1 per barrel on Friday of last week to close at $78.26 per barrel, up 15 cents per barrel week over week. U.S. commercial crude inventories decreased by 1.4 million barrels week over week. U.S. crude inventories are 3% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Total motor gasoline inventories increased by 900,000 barrels week over week and are 2% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Distillate fuel inventories increased by 600,000 barrels week over week and are 7% below the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane and propylene inventories increased by 2.2 million barrels week over week and are 13% above the 5-year average for this time of year. Propane prices closed at 73 cents per gallon on Friday of last week, down 4 cents per gallon week over week and flat year over year. WTI is poised to open at 78.48, up 22 cents per barrel from Friday's close. Total North American weekly rail volumes were down 0.17% in week 19 compared to the same week last year. 6 of AAR's 11 major traffic categories posted year-over-year decreases. The most significant decrease came from coal, which was down 21.32%. The most significant increase came from petroleum and petroleum products, which was up 10.08%. North American rig count was down by 6 rigs week over week. U.S. rig count was down by 2 rigs week over week and was down by 128 rigs year over year. The U.S. currently has 603 active rigs. Canada's rig count was down by 4 rigs week over week, but up by 22 rigs year over year. Canada's overall rig count is 116 active rigs. Overall, year over year, we are down 106 rigs collectively. Folks, we are watching a few things out there for you. We are watching the Biden administration and the SPR. The Biden administration is raising the price the U.S. is willing to pay to refill the strategic oil reserve that the administration drained in front of the midterms in an attempt to lower gas prices at the pump for, they say, the benefit of the American consumer. The selling of crude out of the SPR lowered our reserves to the lowest level in 40 years. See PFL's rail report for further details. We continue to watch Trans Mountain pipeline expansion with line pack pretty much complete on Trans Mountain. We have yet to see any effect on Enbridge system. Line pack was only 4.2 million barrels, representing 1 day of Alberta's production. Line pack was achieved by dipping into Alberta's crude oil inventories, which stood at 73 million barrels at the end of March, according to the Alberta Energy Regulator. Regular flows of crude during the process, as a result, continued as normal. When inventories levels get lower, they're highest they've been since 2022, then we will see how the fundamentals shake out. See PFL's rail report for further details. We are watching renewables. We have a lot to say on this one in today's report. Here are some of the highlights. Ethanol rallied last week, boosted by a big supply drive. Ethanol seems to be the only bright spot in the renewables space right now. Solar and wind as a replacement for conventional energy and replacing a big chunk of the grid is a pipe dream. It just does not make any sense from an environmental or economic perspective. As it relates to renewable diesel, despite associated credits together with government incentives that come with it, we are starting to see some problems with that model. Whether they are long-term or just a bump in the road is anyone's guess, but has a big impact on rail at all levels. RINs, LCFS credits in California and Oregon's Clean Fuels Program credits have all but collapsed. Again, a lot to say about renewables in today's report. Have some fancy graphs for your viewing pleasure. Please read it. You won't regret it. Please pass it on to friends and colleagues. We would certainly appreciate that. In today's report, we highlight the latest refinery runs. Petroleum rail cars are down week over week. See the details in today's report. In addition, the latest import and export numbers for all petroleum-related products. Also in every weekly report is the latest cars available for sale sublease. Please call PFL today for all your rail needs, including storage, leasing, subleasing, car cleaning, repairing, flaring, scrapping, nitrogen generation, and transloading services. Thanks for listening. Please read the report and have a great, safe week.